Wendy Williams has discovered that Sharina Hudson allegedly stole millions of greenbacks from her. Trina Hudson, the mistress of Wendy's ex-husband Kevin Hunter, has been accused of draining Wendy's fortune and leaving her bankrupt. But how a good deal cash has she reportedly taken? Howdy all of us, and welcome to another video. These days we will be searching at Wendy Williams exposing Sharina for stealing extra millions from her. Yeah, you heard her proper. Will Wendy get over this financial setback and retake manage of her empire? Wendy Williams is demonstrating her authority to Sharina and Kevin while Wendy's making a number of cash and residing her best lifestyles. Kevin and Sharina appear like in a monetary bind. Sharina has reportedly reached out to Wendy and tried to make amends. Wendy has now not replied. Wendy is unimpressed, and who could blame her while he has worked hard for her cash and he or she's no longer approximately to permit each person steal it from her without a fight. On the other hand, Sharina is accused of taking Wendy's boyfriend and money for Wendy, so it's horrific enough that Sharina and Kevin started out their affair in 2007 and had been collectively ever because but consistent with reports Sharina is also were spending Wendy's tough earned money in those days. Kevin gave Sharina a $765,000 home which became barely 9 miles from the house that he shared with Wendy. It's miles. Extremely unhappy to find out that your husband has been untrue to you. You cannot assist but sense for Wendy on this predicament while he and Kevin had gone via lots together, so gaining knowledge of his affair with Sharina ought to were upsetting for her. It's far absurd to agree with that. Kevin in reality stayed with Wendy to aid his mistress. Yeah, there's a few essential gold digging, but it seems that the plan backfired as he wound up getting Sharina pregnant and that they now have a daughter collectively. Sharina had Kevin in her websites for a long time, however understood that they wanted Wendy's cash to sustain their extravagant way of life. When Wendy filed for divorce, although everything modified that become Wendy's first strike, she then filed for divorce and simultaneously fired Kevin from his function as manager in one fell swoop. She slammed him with a double whammy of divorce and unemployment. You'll assume that Kevin could have found out his lesson, but unfortunately he nevertheless failed to get it because of the divorce. Kevin and Sharina need to had been sweating bullets while he consented to retain paying Kevin alimony, so Sharina and Kevin persevered to stay an expensive lifestyle at Wendy's rate a good deal to Sharina's delight, so long as that they had Wendy's cash. Kevin and Sharina have been capable of keep taking part in a pleasant way of life after Wendy and Kevin's divorce. As soon as Wendy's show changed into terminated, though she stopped receiving profits, Kevin and Sharina are frantic because what else have they executed aside from squander Wendy's money? It seems that Wendy will offer Kevin what he honestly deserves, but the state of affairs isn't that favorable for herself due to the fact that her show was cancelled. She's practically had no way of guide, while his lawyer additionally defined that on October 15, 2021, Talk told the plaintiff that the agreement was being suspended and the no reimbursement might accrue or be payable to the plaintiff for the period of her incapacity and incapacity. Although Sharina and Hunter have been geared up to report a lawsuit after the cash stopped flowing, Kevin lawyer addressed the court with the subsequent announcement on behind on maximum of my bills. I currently reside in a network that desires payments to the House Owners Association and I'm late on that account. It appears that Kevin goes all out along with his claims that he is broke and frequent demands for promised money from Wendy. Obviously he and Sharina depend notably on Wendy's divorce price to live afloat. In addition, Kevin claimed that he lacks medical insurance, which has posed a pressure considering the fact that he calls for hip surgical treatment without delay. It is evident that Hunter has no guilt over the idea that if his ex-wife does not offer him with month-to-month spending money, he could be not able to hold his house. He stated as an awful lot in his announcement, quoting that if the owner's affiliation expenses aren't paid, the foreclosure will shortly comply with. Due to now not getting month-to-month severance bills, my automobile insurance has now not been paid as my severance payments were stopped. I'm now delinquent on my credit card duty, says the defendant. Stopped paying bills pursuant to our settlement. My existence has been notably impacted. In reaction, Wendy's counsel made a plan in court that Wendy not have the sources to preserve Hunter, declaring that she had no other TV show this is presently airing and paying her. Kevin's decision to proceed along with his lawsuit notwithstanding the truth that Wendy's show has no longer aired for 12 months let alone at an equivalent earnings is startling. It appears that he readily neglected that section of the divorce agreement that said that Wendy's alimony might be changed or terminated if she lost her supply of profits because the settlement said, in fairly unambiguous phrase, if for whatever purpose the plaintiff's agreement with talk radio is not extended and or is otherwise suspended, cancelled or terminated and he or she does now not have any other television show airing that pays her a comparable wage, then plaintiff is entitled to economic damages. The defendant recognizes and accepts that each one's severance bills can be terminated or modified. Even fans have superb advice for Kevin, as certainly one of them wrote, "Get a task, you loser." Another added that he should be embarrassed about himself. One of the fans that didn't need to be left at the back of together with his humorous touch upon each unemployed partners Kevin and Sharina, so he tweeted an example of ways God does now not bless chaos. He left his wife for his mistress and is now not able to pay his debt, requiring him to are trying to find him employment along with her. So this is all from brand new video. If you enjoyed it, recall to leave a like, subscribe and ring that bell icon so you by no means miss our upcoming movies, and remember to share your mind within the feedback segment down below. Live tuned and we're going to trap you in the next video.